Welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your daily message or messages. Come in, come on, I've got intel. Yes, I have my new sweatband in place. We need a bit of what? Glitter in our lives to make you realize that you what? Excuse me. You need to remember, Divine Feminine, you pee glitter. You pee glitter. You shit cupcakes and you fart rainbows. Yes. The big cat. They thought they put you in danger when you are the danger, Divine Feminine. Rock bottom was the piece de resistance, where you was able to look them in their proverbial eye and say checkmate. Yes, baby. We're going in today. I hope you didn't mind. Let me turn down the music a little bit and let's dive in and see what the planetary energies are. Before we dive into these peccadillos, because there's intel afoot. Right, who's here? Keshi Washington, first in the chat. Fist bump wagwan CB. Pressure, always turning up. I could always do with the pressure, darling dear. That is when I go to DEFCON 9. Yes, baby. Where the infinite possibilities unfold. Who else is here? Miami model, hello. Miss Nicole, Miss Neffy, Jessica Wood. Only one Queen Bloods. Fist bump. Glad you could pop in, interrupting your busy schedules to get into the what? The crux and the core of what's been going on. Let's look at the planetary energies today. Yesterday we had a new moon in Capricorn, guys. Capricorn, the 10th house, your career, darling dears. You are reassessing how you serve your what? Your good intellect. How you get your Skrillers.com. Reassessing the 5 streams of income and coming up with a 12, darling dear. A 12. Jessica Wood, wagwan, fist bump. Glad you could pop in. Mars in Taurus squares Saturn in Aquarius. And I've told you many times, Big Cat, a square can be negative depending on the planets involved. Right? So Mars in Taurus squares Saturn in Aquarius. This aspect is like trying to run through quicksand blood. The more you move, the more you're stuck. You become, you just feel as though the Maya is trying to pull a big cat down, but it's not. You have to remember you are being blessed and ascending from the DNS. And of course, the devil will cause confusion in your cranium. Who's that? Black Sandra, fist bump, what, you good? Big up your blood clot self. Right, as I was saying, right, it could be extremely frustrating today, but you have to be patient. Patient is our go-to move, Divine Feminine. We are patient as well as silent. We also have Venus in Capricorn, trining Uranus in Taurus. I told you Capricorn is running things this month. Reassessing your careers, handing in your notice, telling them love and light. I don't want to be on your hamster wheel with these undiagnosed psychoses on a daily basis. Today is a good day to step back and reflect on certain complex relationships in your life, or that have gone through your life. The ones that you've told to what? Fetch the black bag's blood Fetch the black bags. Why do I say this? Father God told you to be silent, Divine Feminine, so that your discernment could get loud in spirit. In this season, your enemies are watching you, right, closely. Sputnik is their name. Mouth breathing is their game. Hillbilly investigations are being launched on you, Divine Feminine. I know. If you feel like you're being watched, bitch, you're being watched. I told you, your discernment and your intuition has had a rub down by what ascension? They, them and are watching you pee glitter, shit cupcakes, and fart rainbows. I told you, I know. And they can't afford the pearls to clutch them bitches, so they have to hold on to a Karmic. Someone who has them as a full-on sucker. Yes, baby. In this season, Father God separated you, right, from your enemies and freed you from any obligation of taking them back ever. You have to remember, when they showed you their true face in your darkest hour at the rock bottoms, it was painful. Because it didn't come from a stranger, Divine Feminine. It came from those that knew you. Those that had your psychological password. So you're free and not obligated to take them back. Because I'm telling you, you don't have the edges, the hairline for it. No, that is not good. That is F shit. Thankless toss, unfathomable, heinous crimes was perpetrated around those that said, I love you, Divine Feminine. Love, that word's bandied around too much. They had you looking off into space, darling dears. Wondering. You don't like to be a wanderer, because then you come into should. And if you say should too many times, you end up shoulding on yourself. The blessing blockers in your life are and were revealed to you. And yet, you get to look at them with discernment and realize they always was a blessing blocker. It didn't just happen. You saw the red flags. Now that you know that you are the coach of the red flag team. Yes, baby. It wasn't easy, but it was so worth it. That was a tough one for you to swallow. Those that you thought had your back, they only had your back so they could put it in position to put a target on it, blood. And they didn't just stop at stabbing your back. They was front stabbers. Yes, baby, tabbers. We don't use the S. Them a tabber. You had faith the size of a mustard seed. Covered Ephesians 6:13 with the whole armor of God. You got the what? The breastplate of the righteous. The helmet of salvation. Your cranium is no longer being laid siege to by what? The devil's strongest worker. Pennywise son or daughter. You have the sword of spirit, the belt of truth, blood. This is the belt of truth. The shield of faith. And your foot, Divine Feminine, is shod in the gospel. The gospel of what? You say, Case? The Big Cat Chronicles, as it continues. Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît. You, Divine Feminine, are dangerous. As you move in silence, as only the big cat can. Cat, cat. Cat, cat. They will come out of the mud huts. Yes, they will dare come out of the mud hut. What's that? 911 Freddy Krueger mud hut. 2 streets over from the loser lane in the district of the damned, right next to the sign that says you can't F off past this point. They will come out utilizing concern to see what you're doing, Divine Feminine, to get the intel from your inner circle. Give them nothing except love and light. Easter Island and Stevie Wonder, one of these. Oops. One of these and 2 of those. We've been working out for these mother foes. We learned Kung Fu. And don't let us bring up the crystals and the incense for their bottom feeding cursed bad luck itself. They are looking, right? The reason why they come to utilize the concern, darling dear, to see which of your blessings they can block. They are Jankra. What's a Jankra? It's a Jamaican terminology for a carrion eater. They eat off the dead. Or they wait to see the last breath leave your body as they're eating at you. Still eating on your carcass. They are now realizing you're now taking a chat from a dummy bat. Rise of the big cat. Dummy bat. Fall back. They have to. They're trying to scupper a person that doesn't exist anymore. You've been renamed, realigned, blessed by the beauty brush. As you do your, reverse in time, darling dear. Doing your Benjamin or your Benjamin buttons. Tapping into your infinite possibilities. You've gone for your North Node, darling dear. Pinkies up. They're trying to scupper, right? Pillage, plunder and loot someone who simply does not exist. You've been reconditioned, darling dear, repurposed as the prototype of your lineage, the big cat, cat, cat. Their feeble minds have gone from the unimaginable to the incomprehensible. As you, Divine Feminine, is and will forever be God's greatest chess move. Rock bottom? Ha ha! That's game on for the big cat. Cat, cat. Fist bump. Let's call in the energies of guidance and protection, darling dears, as we see what's going on in them streets. Energies up. Namaste. Good morning, Jacqueline Arrington. Glad you could pop in, darling dear. Mother Angel. Renon Lyons. I see you, Miss Daisy Wagwan. Fist bump. D dollars. And listen, you're speaking my language and it sounds like music to Michelle likes. Divine Feminine, you had to become what? MacDuck for them to realize what you serve. Hidden in plain sight. Please please donate to this channel by liking this video so that we can get into the algorithm, so that this message, this massage can get to all the divine feminines. They need to understand that they don't celebrate themselves enough. I've told you, you need to get a mason jar, and every achievement you do throughout 2022, you put it in that jar. On New Year's Eve, you open that jar and see how great you are. You went within, darling dear, and stepped out into the unknown and found your yellow brick road. Bravo, divine feminine. As you fully understand, fortune favors the brave. And they forgot to protect the queen. But the queen don't need no protection. You was never in danger. You are the danger. You are the storm. The storm and the talmums that keeps going off in their craniums. As they see you do what? Incomprehensible and unimaginable things. You realize that your time on this Malkuth is short. And you've got to be getting great. Right. Let's get some energy. See what's going on in them streets, darling dears. I can't remember what this is called. Thank you very much, Jess. Going straight in the Big Cat Chronicles. Please like, subscribe and share. And hit the notification bell. So you'll be notified when I'm coming through with the true. Yes, baby. Rock bottom was God's greatest move. They counted you out. They thought they thunk that cut to the white meat. Had you scuppered, but you fell on your back, divine feminines. And when you look up, you got up. When you got up, you realized the one that stabbed you wasn't the only bottom feeder that had to go. They were legion. Became a keyboard psychologist, you did. Fist bump. And moved on from the psychology to being the baddest cat in your field, seeking that knowledge, understanding that knowledge is power, darling dears. And power is power. I wouldn't have it any other way. Two cards, please. This is a new deck. I haven't used it. I don't believe I've used it. I can't even remember. I don't even know what the name is. The book is around here somewhere, but the fairy said allow it black. My eyes are cutting to the left and right. Nearly put my whole head on a 360 looking for this. Listen, I digress. Look, I asked for 2 and I get 3. The first card is your wisdom, darling dear. You're wise beyond your years. Being blessed on a regular basis with what? Abundance and growth, darling dear. Your growth game is off the chain. I love it. I love it so much. Posh clap. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? I just said it and look, it's here. Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. Your next card, darling dears, is manifestation. Why are they? It's because of how I put them back down, right? It came out upside down, but manifestation, alchemy. Alchemy means to create. In fact, you pulled it out of thin air, darling dear. Manifestation mode. Understand your creations that you're creating in your cranium. The things that you what? Conceived, believed, you are going to achieve. So be careful, divine feminine, what you focus on. Your mind should not be on a bottom feeder. Because when you think of them, you give them energy. You give them life in their miserable, right, thankless existence. As those tower moments keep going off in their cranium, they're seeing you manifest. having all of the tools at your display. When Divine says, worry not, my child, you also have what? The music, darling dear. Come through Bob Marley. While others are getting wet, you are dancing to the beat of the universe, darling dear. Some of you are musicians. Some of you are going to be manifesting record deals, contracts, or even going independent, getting your music out there. Good morning, Kenneth Gridley. Glad you could pop in, sir. Well, go on. You're good? You're irie? Have you buttoned down your hatches as we fast approach what? Mercury retrograde, blood, I told you. It's on us, mate, like white on rice. We can't escape it. It's starting on the 14th, darling dear. We've already been in the dredges of it. So you must have had the X's rising up from the pet cemetery where the whole dogs be, trying to come back or sending you messages through via a flying monkey. That one needs to be cut off as well because they're feeble-minded. Come to tell the empress of everything, divine feminine, God's greatest chess move. Have shit. Listen, got me sucking my 31 teeth again, and I don't like to do that. Manifesting, darling dear. You listen carefully. When Divine called, you was listening. When Divine said, give the village back that idiot. Now, you did it. They didn't believe that you'd leave. They didn't think you'd be able to what? Rebuild, Scotty, by the sweat of your proverbial balls. Why? In the silence, you can think. Just saw 2222 on the counter. That's double the energy of the 1111 fade, darling dears. Level up season is afoot. A highly spiritual number. Double down on the energy of what? The high priest or priestess. Discernment and intuition. It's the only way. Pinkies up. Base of the deck. What did I say? Abundance. On every level, darling dears. Dema concha pentacale from the nosebleed section. They see where you're going, darling dear, because they try to block it with their what? Bad luck itself, their envious self. It's very hard to know that you slept in the bed with the enemy who was jealous of your everything, wanted to break you, make you less than, because they was insecure. Put you in a throuple with tree sloth, with algae in their fur. Now they're stuck as they what? Concha pentacale from the nosebleed section, the plastic seats, that if they dare get up, they'll need a skin graft. Good for them. That was a bird that flew past your nest. Let it fly by. Let it fly by. Because what? Lazy dog always eat dirty pudding. That's right. It's another Jamaican proverb. Lazy dog always eat dirty pudding, and that pudding, right, is fraught and filled with the STDs of it all. Mind, body, and soul. Just rock with me for a second, Divine Feminine. Let's build this energy and get it up, up, up. You are God's greatest chess move. Appreciate yourself. Love on yourself. What they did not anticipate, the silence, walking alone. This is where you are most dangerous, Divine Feminine. You've got the time to think. Put on your flip-flop of common sense, darling dear, and cultivate that bitch until it's a field that you can rent out like an Airbnb. Yes. We're getting into it, guys. We're getting into it. We're realizing these opportunists that dexterously change and adopt to whatever opinion or environment that they find themselves in for a come up. And some of them for a time did get a come up from you. Why? They had the plug-in to your power grid. They had your emotions in a stronghold, Scotty, pulling it about like taffy, humiliating you with tree sloth, animals in a kitten heel, bringing back STDs of the soul time kind. That's why you was crack on crazy, barking at passing cars. It was all the different energies they did come and drop off in your seat of emperors and empresses. They are nothing but scuzz buckets and buzz kills, and where they are is their sentence. They've already been judged, darling dears. It's not for us, no. We judge not, lest we be judged. We fully understand Proverbs 6:12. The worthless and the wicked always consort with liars. So a liar must be lied to. A thief, a cut purse, a pilferer will be stolen from. A cheating cheatara, chucking it out, running through the town like wee Willy Winky. Well, guess what? You're being cheated on. Hey! Ho! Yeah! I'm so funny. I have to laugh at myself. Listen, I'm telling you, the trickster is being tricked. Yes, pimped out by what? An animal in a kitten heel. Someone in the horde that they had to run to try and replace you quick, smart, and in a hurry. That person is getting it without the Vaseline, trust and believe. Now that you're gone, looking good in them streets, a free agent to pick, choose, and refuse. You don't break bread with a bottom feeder. There was nothing but indigestion in your life. Had to be defecated out. I told you. You had to defecate them out. Why? Because you pee glitter, you shit cupcakes, and you fart rainbows. And you realize, my hairline come first, blood, brah, or sisterine. Yes, Divine Feminine, we are in a fortunate position of being blessed by Father God. We are in an even more fortunate position of being motivated by those haters, those shaved birds needing a whole rethink and rethunk of their situation as they are tied to what? A Jezebel spirit. Revelations 2:20. Yes, baby. They believe that they got away with it, eh? They did. Until you realized who you were. I nearly said ruler. Yes, baby, you rule everything. No, I don't doubt you. Big cat, I know whose company I'm in. Fist bump. I don't doubt you. You're all right. You're good. You've got abundance. Look, you had to go outside. And what did you do once you got outside? You flourished, blood. Everything you touch turns to gold. Why? Because you're the light, darling dear. And the solitude was to reshape you into the bionic big cat. Ibex. Yes, Ibex. If there's a crack, we don't fall back. Any purchase, we're going to get onto it and keep climbing upwards and onwards. Look what's underneath that. It told them to what? Wait for winter. Big Cat, guess what? Winter is coming for them. It's getting Game of Thrones. And they truly are the Night King. But you're going to come through like Arya Stark, blood. The Chinese one. As their mouth is shut and their eyes is on you. The eyes of a liar, a thief, a cheating cheatara, a user, right? A swindler, a back front neck tabber, right? A frenemy. The haters, your greatest motivators. All that bad juju is on you. They're watching you, trying to see what you're doing and see if they can get their echopraxic on. When they didn't realize you was the queen the whole time, Divine Feminine. But you was playing checkers. Because you was amongst what? The feeble-minded, the simpletons. When you was born to play chess. Hey, professor of the puzzle. You know checkmate? Checkmate is the, is it Perusian? Right, checkmate means, what does it mean? Oh my gosh, Shamat. It means the king is defeated. Yes! Told you. Big Cat, we know a bit about everything. Every day is a day to get a book and learn something new. Where's my shit? Oh, it's in my hand. Look, the devil is a lie. Allow me, yeah? Right? This is what's going on, guys. The new things that we're learning how to invest, darling dear. The stock market is our playground. Are you kidding me, blood? You can get a course of £15 from Udemy. Videos to watch how to get them pentacles, because we don't worry about a quick come up. No, babe. We do the long game. Generational wealth kind of a way, you know. Pinkies up, we're posh like that. We are doing what? Effective habit building. Setting ourselves on a schedule and a rota, making sure that we exercise every day, blood. Get that blood flowing, that heart pumping. And I told you I'm moving towards what? February, where we will be doing 2,800 squats. Yes! 100 squats a day, darling dears. We're gonna be the baddest cat on the beach. Come summer. You're learning how to meditate, darling dear. Whether you walk or you get into the lotus position, you're understanding getting quiet is where you hear your higher self, where you're able to what? Reprogram your subconscious mind. You've learned emotional control. Understanding anybody who's got your emotions by its proverbial nutsack is your king. You're not having it, blood. You've learned to go into what? Listening mode, blood. We shut up. How can we see who is a dummy bat and a tabber if we're still talking? You listen, you buff up that third eye to a bitchin' shine, and you watch the actions, darling dears, and the words that come out. You've developed social skills. Yes, you have. It's called ambivert, blood. You're kind of an introvert and an extrovert, depending whom you're around. Some people see you as a completely silent. No, it's because you're so stupid. I daren't put a word into what you're going. Why interrupt a fool when they're making mistakes? No, allow them, blood. Everybody's got free will. You're learning what? Healthier choices with your food choices. What goes in must come out, but you're making that sure that it's not lingering there because you've realized the benefit of colonic irrigation. It's not fabulous, gorgeous, or lovely to be walking around full of shit that you've had in you since you started eating solid food. Are you kidding me, blood? Look at all of the emotions that is attached and trapped in your colon, the whole 5 feet of it. Right? Let me just calm down, Case. All right. Some of you have learned a second language. You understand Fuckanese and Bull Swanky very well. This is why you're silent. We listen more. And we've learned martial arts. Yes, baby. You have become crouching tiger, hidden big cat. You've got 3 go-to moves. Never again divine feminine. For those of you that were physically abused, will anybody put their hands on you and get away with it? You know the benefit of a good choke move. Just choke out their throat chakra and get away. We don't roll on the floor and tussle. If you don't know how to get away, go and watch my Don't Get Smoke video where I teach you light, I said, Kung Fu. You've learned or about to learn basic accounting. You need to know how to do them books, darling dears. Thank you very much for the super chat. Tiger Feathers, fist bump. As well as GG, I see you, darling dear. Me see you. I had to scroll back, you know. Yes, like I said, learn accounting, darling dears. Get your books in order. If you've got that entrepreneurial business, the government needs their what? Their swag, mate. There's an app called QuickBook, which I've downloaded myself, and I'm going to be going through it today. This is the first time I've told you something that I'm about to do today. I'm going to go through it today. Sort out your accounts, blood. You have to remember, you are entering a new tax bracket. And them are contra pentacale. Oh, the battery is low. But fortunately, I came prepared. Let me just plug you in. Right. We have the power again. You've learned inquisitive thinking, darling dears. That alone makes you what? Professor of the puzzle. Because when these downloads come to you, darling dears, your mind is like a mind map. Different avenues are coming, and every one of them has Skrilla.com attached to it. You've learned the benefit of volunteering your time. I told you, always turn back and help out another big cat. What you did beggars beyond belief. This is why it's incomprehensible to the simpletons. But another nice one, what you've learned? Human psychology, darling dears. I told you we are keyboard gangsters. Human psychology. You understand why they do what they do. You just realize they ain't doing no doo-doo on you. No. This is why you can't take any of those creatures from the backwoods back. You'll make them into your Mitch or your bitch. And we are in a season where we kick ass and take names. Because I'm telling you, we forgive, but we remember those bastardos' names. Forgive, so that we can be forgiven. You have to remember your dreams, the ones that are the most profound, the ones that are them feeling as though the most crazy, right? are the ones that are going to be what? Manifesting for you. In the words of Sigmund Freud, no less. Yes, divine feminines, rise of the big cat. Dummy bat, fall back. Yes, baby. Hey, hey! Because I ain't getting smoked, blood. Learning about yourself is the best thing you will ever do, darling dears. Get your birth natal chart, the most important document you'll ever have, and study it like you've got a monkey on your back. Learn your language of love. Because the more you pour into yourself, the more you love on yourself, the more you work on yourself, the more you focus on you, the more you shine, darling dear, and you raise your frequency, so the true who's meant to be around you will see your signal and be attracted to you. The dummy bats will turn up. I told you, they're always trying to escape the pet cemetery, right? See if they still got what? Your psychological password, I told you. To try and pull you about like taffy, or put you in a throuple, or drop off a soul tie, or drop off an incurable illness, or give you what? Terminal black pocketers! As you step into discernment, darling dears, I already said it, you realize there was always a blessing blocker in your life. But what they didn't realize is that as they slipped, they slide. Yes. Yes. Straight to the spiritual short bus with the square wheels, bound for the crevice of the devil's balls. Told you, the strongest worker. Right, let's get some tarot on the table. Now we're going to go over the runes. Good golly and gosh, I'm a chatty cat. We're already at the 42. Just the one, darling dear, and it's Apollo Santo. Big cat. Chronicles. Continues. What did I say? Manifestation mode. This is answers represented by God and your ancestors. Yes, baby, the magician. Those badass alchemist ways. Co-creating in the name of Father, God, Mother, Isis. Divine has told you many times, as have I. Because I tell you, when you come over here, you get the usher. You won't be picked on, because I'm not a picker. I told you, I'm a pointer. And I judge not, lest me be judged. Me don't want no judging from the court in Keitha. It's not fabulous, gorgeous, or lovely. It's a spiritual kick in the nutsack. Anyhow, as I was saying, blessed and highly favored answers, the magician with those badass alchemist ways. Hold your true vision, darling dears. Your communication is off the chain. You've become eloquent, knowledgeable, and unfuckwithable. You're extremely difficult, divine feminine. Bravo! Carry on. Right. Represented by the letter A, right? The numbers 4, 5, 6, and 7, darling dears. Yes, baby. Your willpower, your confidence, your assertiveness, your get up and go, your pep, that pep in your step as you move silently like a Bushido warrior. They wish they could come back into your parliament. They, them and arm. They would love to what? Bathe in the glow of your success. As if they had any, well, they did have input. They made you realize things that just didn't go with what you had going on. They realized that they was going to block your ability to get your shiznai, your lace fronts, the invisible melted ones from AliExpress, because they had a stronghold on your purse. I told you, when you get around the cursed, that is dealing with ancestral karma, living in their self mode, you start to lose things. You learned as God's greatest chess move, how to reflect, assess a situation, and do what? Control. Control, darling dears. Not everybody has control. And if you didn't divine feminine, you'd be locked up with what? Somebody called stone cold, stone-faced killer. In the slammer, the prison, with the prisoners. You know control. Right, let's get some tarot on the table. Been talking so long, divine feminine. I'm gonna go with an oldie, but look, success, being blessed in their face, darling dears. Some of you are engaging. This could be what? Public speaking, having a platform. Some of you are about to get a new vehicle, a chariot of righteousness to take you where you need to be. This is also what? Getting some kind of promotion, status, or being recognized as a leader in your field, head and shoulders above the others, darling dear. Underneath it, what? It's 5 of Wands, darling dear. You are not, I repeat, in competition with anyone, but all are in competition with you. Blessed in their face. Sucks to be them. These seedy, buzz-killing scuzz buckets. Let's give it a good shufty and a quick split. Told you, didn't I just say 5 of Wands? Fighting, confrontation, conflict. They're fighting with themselves. They're arguing with the tree sloth because they're not you. Yes, I know. You're irreplaceable. Come through, Beyonce. Posh, clap. Yes. Fighting over you, arguing over you. Bottom feeder. You've been noted and ignored as usual. No, they can't make it up. Block game for the gods. Block party. You blocked them out, darling dear. You left with 2 different shoes. That's how confused you was. And then you realized you need none of those shoes. You needed your flip-flop, your common sense that they had, right? Kidnapped and held for ransom. This is about you standing up for yourself, darling dears, and speaking your truth. When you first began this path into the unknown, when you used to speak, it was like beep, 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 beep. Now you speak with bass in your voice, blood, especially when you're telling them love and light. Get away. Where's the black bags? Didn't you fetch them? These what? I told you they're a pustule on your infinite possibilities. A boil that must be burst and filled with antibiotic. But they're getting it. In the nosebleed section, they might get it. They, them, and arm. You bust up in so many ways, divine feminine. Bravo. Posh clap. I read your emails. What you've had to circumvent. Wait for the winter, because winter is coming. Winter is coming for a bottom feeder. They haven't seen nothing yet. Every word that was spoken against you, every spell of maliciousness that was cast against you, darling dears, it had no place to go. You are the light, a child of the divine, a chosen one of the 144,000. Are you kidding me, blood? Right. What's the past energy around the divine feminine? A liar, somebody who's immature, malicious, verbally, mentally, emotionally abusive. Yes. A bringer of the darkness, Dark Vader, the scourge, the bottom of the pot, somebody who helped you into the rock bottom. Well, guess what? All they can do is think about you. All eyes on the throne. Wondering, scheming to see what your next move is. Knight of Swords on its face. This person is dim-witted. And they are the son or daughter of Pennywise the Clown. The devil's strongest worker. as I was saying, let me just calm it back down here. This person is lacking in goals. They are lazy. I told you. The come up, right? Tree sloth. You had to trust in your intuition as you got away from this person who was cutting and biting. And the sword speaks about what? Your cranium, darling dear. Some things that they said to you, you can't get over. But you have to get over it, darling dears. After it did come out of their shit mouth. I told you, they are the perpetrators of the gingivitis. Along with all the insecurities and the diseases. Did I say about the diseases? Yes. The best way to remove those nasty statements from your mind, I told you I'm the post-it queen. Write it down on a post-it note. And then burn that bitch. Put it into the spirit world so that it can be sent back. Sent back. Told you this and that with their immature energies. This is the type of person that if you try to explain your emotions to them about a situation, how you felt, they'll tell you off and bring up shit that's got nothing, take you off track. They're an underachiever. And they're having difficulty moving forward. And they was using you for what you brought to the table. There was a user. A user. Clarify this page of swords, the spine ugly one, the Sputnik, from the nosebleed section with their hillbilly investigations. These past person or people. What else do we need to know? It's over. Finished. They had to fetch the black bags. The world card, World Wide Web. I told you, they are spying. They stepped it up, guys. I told you. Why? Because every time them look, they see it's all looking lovely, fabulous, and gorgeous for you. You're secure. You're not crazy. Nah, mate. You're the sanest one in the room, blood. Why? You went through the DNS without the Vaseline. You're secure. They see you move into a new home. They see your health returning. I told you you're doing your Benjamin or Benjamina buttons. You look younger as you move away from the toxic and the toxicity of it all. This talks about accolades and achievements. Being secure. Stable like the rock of ages, darling dears. Base of the deck. A King of Cups. Yes, baby. If that King of Cups is blocked, it's because they was what? An emotional manipulator. This person banked on your unconditional love forever. Wanted to suck you dry, Scotty. I'm also getting a working field, a working environment that you simply had to block out. Why? It was affecting your mental health, your emotional health. There was nothing but stabbation and spying, darling dears. And guess who was on the what? The wanted list. You, divine feminine. You are about to leave an employment as you step out into your entrepreneurial shoes. Don't be afraid, darling dears. Don't be afraid to step out off the hamster wheel. Go and go alone. Thy steps is guided. Thy pockets will be filled with infinite possibilities. You had to block this King of Cups. World card on that Mitchell bitch. Why? Because Divine wanted to give you the 11-11 fade. Like-minded souls working with you, darling dears, not against you. This talks about parties and celebrations, as well as movement. Somebody's moved to a new home, about to move to a new home. You're getting all new everything, divine feminines. All new everything. Two fours on the table talks about moving away from a shaky foundation. Something that was built with used toilet paper on quicksand. As lightning struck it. You got out just in time. What's this? Look at this shit. Could have been a third party situation that you moved away from. They would have ruined you forever if you'd stayed in the throuple they tried to impose on you. This also speaks about teamwork, darling dear. Partnerships, being recognized as a major craftsperson in your field. Why? You've got the badass alchemist ways and you understand your assignment. That knowledge is power and power is power. You are investing your time wisely and you will be paid in kind. Stable foundation, highly spiritual number, the 1111 fade. This is the one you was meant to see. 9 of Pentacles, darling dears. I told you. Drama free. Nothing. The only thing that's worrying you at this moment in time is where you're going to hide all your skrillers. Listen, you need to hide nothing, darling dear. I told you, we're getting accountants. We're becoming accountants. We are reinvesting because money loves us. Money will find us in a crowd, darling dear. Why? Because we take care of that skriller. We don't hoard it. We learn to invest and create generational wealth. Drama free. Slow but steady progress. Right? Away from a situation that was fraught. I told you. Blessing blocker. Bad luck. Emotional drain, darling dear. Scourge. And seedy. Did I say seedy? Listen. I've been cussing around here, blood. Right. Did we go with this deck? No, we're going to go to another deck. Different messages. What else is going on? Base of the deck. I can't make it up. Badass alchemist ways. You've got your third eye buffed up as you do the butterfly effect. You've been a caterpillar for too long. Time to come out, kick your way back into the environment. There's buildings to invest in. You've been building in silence. Page of Swords, I told you. Sputnik is actively what you be curious. Gain all sorts of knowledge. Walking a thin line, darling dear, to greatness. Yes, baby. Then I got you. The karma is wicked. The karma is wicked, and it knows their address. The same address that you was the package at the wrong address, mate. The same address you was at, they still there, blood. The Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Pentacles. It speaks for itself. Blessed and highly favored. Fate, destiny, good luck. Having what? Ended a cycle. The 10 means the ending of a cycle. Right? And a new beginning, one which is blessed and highly favored. The Knight of Pentacles also speaks about loyalty, darling dear. A loyal partner, whether in business or romance. Someone who is conscientious. Someone who you can grow with, darling dear. This is about what? Somebody on your levels. You know, I normally go for the king, right? The Hierophant, the Emperor, or the Mage. But you see, this Knight of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune, darling dear. Infinite possibilities. And this is not getting with somebody because of their potentials, darling dear. You will see what they come with, serving the same gangster as you. You'll be what? Student as well as teacher. And they will be student as well as teacher. You are meant to what? Build together, long term. This also speaks about long-term investments. Some of you are unsure. The wheel speaks about going potluck, and I tell you, no, big cat. We do our research. There's a lady called, what's her name? Is it Marin Altman? Marin? She's got dark hair and she always wears red and red lipstick. She's very good at doing the astrology for investments on YouTube. Listen to her videos. Told you, we're getting into all sorts. We're unruly when it comes to getting to the skrilla. Everything you touch will turn to gold. Come out of the comfort zone. I told you, comfort zone is what kryptonite to you, divine feminine. Complacency be damned. Hey, we've already had the complacency, and some of us are still touching up our hairlines, blood. Clarify this Knight of Pentacles. We have the Devil and the Ace of Cups. You was working with the devil, darling dear. Somebody who had addictions, codependent. I told you, they was what? Had no self-confidence. This is why they tried to break you with your emotions, because they saw you had that big cup of creativity. They took your love for granted. Capricorn energy. Ace of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We also have the Knight of Pentacles rolling up. Earth energy. And the Wheel of Fortune is the Jupiter. Today is Jupiter Thursday, darling dear. For truth and expansion. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, High Priestess. World card, King of Swords. The Fool, right? 9 of Swords. And the 5 of Wands on its face. They don't want to fight anymore. This person's watching you win, darling dear. Take a leap of faith and be spontaneous. This is about fresh starts and new beginnings. Because after that ending, your life truly began. This King of Swords, right, is emotionally cold. They're gathering intel on you, right? Because they would like to take a leap of faith towards you. Because I'm telling you, them I got your heat. 9 of Swords, this is pressed, pumped, and perturbed. Unable to eat. Oh, pardon me, that was a spiritual belt from my tummy bottom, excusez-moi. Right? Unable to eat, unable to sleep. They are worried, pressed, pumped, and perturbed about what you've got going on. Everything you felt, they're getting it back 100-fold. Nothing like losing a big cat. As you realize, you was the most dangerous, right? Piece on the whole board. Chess playing, right? 5 of Wands, they want to come in like a lamb, right? It's not a lamb blood, it's a wolf in sheep's clothing. Don't take anybody you had to X out of your life. They're an X for a reason. Don't take them back. Devil's strongest worker. 6 of Swords. Yeah, you've already mentally and emotionally moved on. Temperance. From a situation where there was no balance. Where your ancestral team couldn't assist you because you didn't know who you was. As they stood to one side and saw you being abused on so many levels. Even abusing yourself by staying in circumstances too long. But it's alright. The best days of your life began when you freed yourself from that tyranny of F shit. We also have what? The 8 of Cups on its face, right? Because they can't get to your emotions. And the 4 of Swords, recuperated and healed. You had to separate thyself. I told you, whomsoever has your emotions is your king. Who's that? Thank you very much. PSL Phoenix what's this? Supreme Lotus. Tara. Fist bump. That was a mouthful. But I got to it in the end. Get you in the Big Cat Chronicles. Yes, baby. Excuse me. You had to heal, darling dear. They wanted you to be unbalanced. It affected your finances. This also speaks about some of you even had to go as far as it was a lot of medical attention. I told you, when you're around the blessing blockers, it affects your health. Especially when they're giving you the big cup of opium with the cognitive dissonance at every meal. You get all of these mystery illnesses. Illnesses that you didn't even know existed until they came into your existence. As their mask slipped. As they realized they couldn't break your Scotty. As you became the dexterous cat. I bex, you say. Right. Absolutely fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. Dare we go to the deck of the wicked? We dare, because we big cat. Where is it? What else do we need to know about these bottom feeders? Bored, boring, boring up. I told you not to look on their social media or listen to any of the flying monkeys. I'll look for you, darling dears. And we'll all laugh and cheers it up together. Right? You need to know that they're a narcissist. Right? A sociopath. A single white female. Ecopraxic. And a succubi and an incubi to boot. A cum bucket. A brig of the STDs of the mind, body, and soul. And they're obsessively jealous of you. Always was and always will be. Every breath you take, every move you make, they be watching you. Yes, divine feminine, them a watch. And them a wonder. They better wander outside the perimeter. We've got 3 go-to moves. Where's Nay? Always at my back and ready to rumble and roll out. This is why I call it Nay. If I have to bring Nay to you, you'll be saying Nay as I'm doing head, shoulders, knees, and toes on you. You'll be going Nay, Nay. Yes, baby. Told you. No one is ever going to put their filthy scum bucket hands on me. Beat me down, black my eye. Do that again? Are you mad? To the death we will fight. They hate the attention you give to the children. The same attention that they don't give to the children. Are you kidding me, blood? They want you to raise, right, psychopaths and sociopaths just like them. That's why I learned the Kung Fu. This is why I learned the self-defense. My day job, they teach us self-defense. And when I was starting to get those lessons, I felt so strong because I was thinking to myself, if this mother foe tried to attack me again, I can defend myself. That goes to show you the crazy making game. The best move I ever made was calling the popo to take this big piece of shit out of my life. Toot sweet. And you can't have the plastic bags. No. Carry that shit in your hand. Right? I slept with your person because I want your life. Well, they can have your life. It wasn't fabulous, gorgeous. It wasn't funny. You came out with no airline, broke pocketers, and possibly diseased. They want to be pressed, pumped, and perturbed? Well, you got it. They want to be cheated on? You got it. They want a 2-piece, and I'm not talking about KFC. You got it. They wanted your life? Well, have it. Right? Look at this shit. Because you're in the spotlight. I told you. Every time they send their wickedness, their evil, the malicious words towards you, you, a soldier of the light, are able to transmute that energy from darkness to light. Using that energy, you've stepped into the spotlight. Some of you are about to receive fame. All eyes on you, darling dear. This is benefactors, sponsorships, right? Accolades, businesses. I'm talking about portfolio season. We don't argue with those creatures from the backwoods. We're too busy getting our portfolios together. Because we like to fly first class. Because we got it like that, big cat. Pinkies up. Right? What's this? Fame, sponsorships, grants, winning. Right? Platforms are going to be going what? Viral? Yes. And spiritually gifted to boot. To put a third eye on a bitch or midge. Them and them, who's looking on you with the eye of Scaron. I'm telling you, fiery and bleeding. What else do we need to know about these bottom feeders as we continue to dance to the rhythm of the universe while they get wet? Bogged down with brock pocketesses. Yes. Nothing like being on the docket in Kiefer. Something you can't escape. What did I say? Little finger. The hidden hand. Yes. Right. Secret affair, eh? Which was seedy and skullduggerous. Well, it's no secret no more. You've been seen. What's this? The unsatisfied eyes, eh? The professional pedestrian sperm engineer. The cum bucket. The animal in the kitchen heel. I told you, tree sloth. Their eyes was always unsatisfied. They've got mommy issues, right? The mother was probably what? The queen of the narcissist, mate. Full on sociopath. Unhappy with their lives. This is what a lot of these bottom feeding mothers, right? These mother foes don't realize how they twist and break their sons by their unhappiness, by not getting over what happened to them. When you have an issue with a partner, it is not your child's problem. They didn't ask to come here. Be lucky that you have progeny. You know how much people can't have them? Deal with your issues so you can raise emperors and empresses. Told you, blessed in their face, too blessed to be stressed. You're getting Dharma because why? You broke a generational curse and you cleared ancestral karma. Noof node, me say, noof node, you say, right? Spiritual protection. Call your ancestors your spiritual team, your security at any time, darling dears. Understand this was spiritual warfare. Your soul was on the line, darling dears. This is why the situation became so uncomfortable. You simply couldn't stay there. Couldn't. And then you met me. And you really can't stay there. And you cannot go back. Hey! Whoa, child. What does the old keeper say about this melee? What's this? Oh, they got the bad health. And it's not stopping anytime soon, mate. I told you, they're on the docket, mate. Karma knows their address. Your success is their biggest and greatest downfall. What's this? Told you. You're being blessed in front of a community that wanted to see you scuppered, bitter, twisted. The same ones that are being talked about behind their backs. Bottom feeder kingdom. Oh, someone who you saw as a main male in your life. Look, there's two bitches in the back, right? One of them's divine feminist. Well, she gone, right? There's a throuple going on in that situation. Yes, they look good. The devil looks good. The devil, right, was God's favorite angel. Told you, bossed up on that Mitchell bitch. Some of you are what? What's that word? What's that word? It's gone from my mind. When you're not doing any what? Hiding the rabbit. What? Celibate. Now, babe, you matured. You understood that, you know what, sex is not the most important thing, and that's what caught you. But you realized that you was the power grid in the bedroom. You gave them power. Power to the devil's strongest worker. I told you, always coming with a mask, but no condom. A lying liar. An airbender. What's this? Yes, baby, them have to whisper about the great fortune that you have. Whisper, mate. I told you. Them are conjure pens, I can't let they counting it for you. Base of the deck. And they are worried, pressed, pumped, and perturbed. The number 33, same age as Jesus and Bob Marley, ascended masters, mate. I told you, your ancestral team is wrapped around them like the Goodyear life. What's that thing called again? That thing that floats about. Listen, these things are slipping from my mouth. Mercury retrograde is a bitch, right? They're worried, mate, because what they did to you, That final cut to your white meat, you did that situation. They didn't believe that you would have the strength to end it, but you did. And they are pressed, pumped, and perturbed. They're going to try and send you a message. I can hear you sparking up that Palo Santo blood. Breaking out the obsidian crystal. Yes. Because they know that you're going to get a partner that is on your level, whether in business or romance. And it's a new beginning, a fresh start. We've gone, the 18 is the moon energy, using your intuition. And it's about your emotions, darling dear. You are going to be what? Expecting like a child for your infinite possibilities to come to fruition. Some of you are actually going to have a child in this new union that you're going into. And they're crying. Get rid of that bad juju now. Not having it. We couldn't care less, mate. Crying into their fits. Like a full-on Mitch or bitch Mitch. I don't know. But they're crying because you ain't hiring. Not F shit, mate. Not today, same turn. They're crying. Because they see the journey that you're on now. One to greatness. Split the deck. Told you. Poverty city, mate. I told you, Spirit like to hit you up in the pocketbook, the handbag, the wallet, the purse. They're feeling like an urchin, a dirty urchin, right? Look, what fell on them crying, right? Their wealth in reverse. They're either tied to a mooch, right? A what? A hyacinth bucket. Or they can't keep a penny or a pound. Why? Because they're drugging it up. They're drinking it up, mate. They're blazing it up one time, trying to give themselves cognitive dissonance, making make-believe in their own minds when they should be looking for a job, mate. They need to get a job. They're feeling confused. There's a lot of conflict around them, a lot of arguing and fighting. Because Father God saw everything. We see the number of the 5, the Taurus, the Hierophant. And light has been shone on the particular world they try to create for you. Continue to focus on your infinite possibilities, darling dears, because it's about to pay off big time. Great fortune, darling dear. Is that all? I believe it is. Should we just get one more of the Big Cat Chronicles from the FP55 Oracle Intel deck? Why not? Spun right over. Foundation, darling dear. Checkmate. The king has been defeated. Long live the queen. Big Cat Chronicles continues. Love it. On that note, I drops me mic. Don't love the Teesprings. Don't love the Patreon, or simply come back here, because I will be coming through with the Intel. 164 in the chat, only 105 likes. Please hit that thumbs up button. Donate with a like, darling dear. Get my message into the algorithm so that I can get into the cranium of all the big cats, so that we can be of one mind going forward. And as I always say, don't get smoked. Don't smoke yourself. You, darling dears, are and always will be God's greatest chess move. You understood Silencio. Fall back. This is why you're being blessed. And will continue to be blessed. And they're going to continue to cry. Fraught and filled with regret of what they allowed to slip through their fingers, darling. Even Wolfie don't want to go with them. The dog wants to go to the RSPCA, where they be taken care of by someone who's not crying all the time. Gosh. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat. 101 likes. Manifestation mode. What did I tell you, Divine Feminine? Abundance, success is your go-to move. You are God's best chess move. Namaste, Cat, cat! Cat, cat! Suck it to him, big cat, because those hillbilly investigations will forever be launched. As too late is their cry.